In this bite-sized video, this is our last day on the Friday morning, and I go for a walk at Womack, try to make sense of what happened on Facebook the day before. I have decided to water it down, so I'll explain that in a bit. Hey, good morning for Friday, now last day. Friday the 29th. Quite eventful yesterday. I'm just going to go for a walk up to Hunter's Yard up that way. Not a long walk this morning. Yeah, so we have a saying up north. There's no funnier than folk. And well, I don't know if it. The problem is with Facebook, the written word can sometimes be interpreted slightly different than it's meant. But a post that I put on yesterday, I'm sure it couldn't be interpreted as anything else. But here, let's go. So anyway, yesterday, as you know by now, the plan was we'd get up to Neatstead or Gaystayth, and that it was Gaystayth. We went for a walk, myself, Carl and Colette went for a walk. Christine weren't still feeling up to it. We got to the White Horse for 11:30, thinking that it would be open at 11. Now, at that point, we didn't know whether we were going to have lunch, just a quick drink and go somewhere else, or what. Anyway, it turns out it doesn't open till 12 now. So rather than loiter about for half an hour, we decided we'd come down to Womack, see if we could get in there and go to the King's Arms. Something to eat later. Just getting over here, there's a car coming. So if that failed, we'd either go to Potterham or the Lion at Thurn. Because the plan was we would be eating out somewhere. Not casting stone because we've got food on the boat, but we just fancied a meal out. Whether it be a late lunch or an evening meal, we wasn't sure. So we went down to the King's Arms. The plan then at that point was, because Christine had feeling a little bit better, so she came with us. We'd go in the King's Arms, have a drink and book a table for later, and then come back later. Anyway, they're not serving alcohol, or they wasn't yesterday. But you could go to the shop across the way and buy your own alcohol if you wanted to. Now, if I'd have known, we'd have probably took some with us from the boat. But we weren't going to go over. We didn't want food at that point, we just wanted a drink. I like getting the King's Arms, I like the Doom Bar. So the plan was just to have a drink, but we couldn't have a drink. So we said, oh, well, we'll go across to the butcher's and get something there. Take it back. Oh, phone, don't do this to me. This phone keeps switching off. We get something from the butcher's, go back to the boat and have something on the boat, and it was lovely, some lovely stuff from the butcher's and the shop. Went in the shop and got some salad and stuff. So, no problem. So I thought, well, I'm sure people would like to know if they're planning on going to the King's Arms that there's no beer. So I put it on two Facebook groups, one the Norfolk Broads Boaters and another Love the Norfolk Broads. And somebody taken umbrage at what I said, telling me to be nice, and that having not being able to have beer with my meal shouldn't be an issue. Well, anyway, I don't think she got I won't name names, but I don't think she got much support, to tell you the truth, because basically these Facebook groups, if they're sharing information, pictures and stuff, and so then I said, because my sister Colette and Carl were talking to a couple who just got off a boat. There was two boats coming. They'd booked a table for 7 o'clock for 7 people. And when they booked, because my sister asked them, did they not tell you there was no beer? And they said no. They thought Colette were joking, no beer in the pub. So anyway, they didn't tell them. Now I thought that was a little bit naughty, to tell you the truth, because you've got 7 people then walking down to that pub at 7 o'clock, nowhere else to go, no food on the boat probably. Well, they said they were going out for food because they didn't have much. So they get to the pub, and well, they've no choice, have they? Basically, she said, one of the ladies said, "Well, I don't want to take my wine with me. I want that when I come back." So I'm guessing they went to the shop because they've no alternative. But if they'd have known when they phoned, anyway. So then this person who'd taken umbrage and was saying, well, the landlord, Noel, died in July, and I knew that. But apparently there's an issue with the licence. I don't know if it's transferring it over or what it is. That for me wasn't the issue. The issue was that I was just letting people know there's no beer at the King's Arms. So anyway, this lady says, well, she tried putting a post on the Norfolk Broads boaters, but it won't get past the gatekeeper, Mazza. She won't have any nonsense like that. But I'll read it to you, what she says.
Well, having thought about it, I don't think it'll serve any purpose for me to read that post out. It wasn't nice. Even a contortionist couldn't have done some of the things that she was suggesting. And hopefully the King's Arms are sorted by now. This was a few weeks ago. So, like I said, it wasn't an issue. But please don't jump on somebody's case for something that you don't really know what you're talking about. It's just not right.
Right, like I say, there's no funnier than folk. These Facebook groups, like I said, they're there to help people. Like the Maltsters itself put on the Facebook that should I go this way? That they were closed the other day because of COVID. So people knew that, so if they wanted to go for a meal there, they know that they can't. So I don't understand. I just can't see where it's a sad thing that Noel died, I know that. And the issues with the licence. But be transparent. Don't take bookings and not tell people. Anyway, that's my 2 penneth. So the plan for today is what is the plan for today? Very fresh though in the wind. Straight. Yeah, so well, I think the plan, from what I can gather, listening to the troops last night, well, we was having an early night last night, but it didn't happen. Yeah, so from, I'm not going all the way up there or not, nah. So the plan, well, we're just going to have a cruise. And I think they was talking about stopping at Sal House, possibly, for a couple of hours. And then, well, we'll get back to the boatyard for about 4 o'clock. 5 o'clock-ish, just before it goes dark. Get some things packed away, ready for morning. That last dreaded day. It doesn't actually seem, I don't feel as depressed this time because we've had an extra day. So, but it is still, because you're thinking, well, what can we do? I don't know, we might go down to Ranworth, I don't know. Probably not. So there is a walk up here. If you've followed me before, you can walk all the way around keep going left, but it can be a bit muddy up there, so I ain't doing that. Yeah, so it's been a great week weather-wise. Been a bit fresh when that wind got up. We've packed quite a lot in. Let me see if I can recall it all. Stokesby, no sorry, South Walsham Mudweight first night, Friday. Then we went down to Stokesby and had a walk and had a quick pint in the pub, and then we went down through Yarmouth. It wasn't low tide or slack water because that was too early, but there was still plenty of room. Up to Reedham, went in the ship in, had a game of pool and the Lord Nelson. And what would we have for our evening meal then? I think we had some sort of salad, like a ploughman's type thing. Sunday up to Norwich, Little Holland. Sunday up to Norwich. Well, we were only there about an hour. And then down to Rockland St Mary. And we had food at the New Inn. Well, that was it, weren't it? That was my... when I asked for chilli with half rice, half chips, and it came with full rice and full chips, and I thought, oh my word, I'll get you all that. Then down to Loddon. The plan for Loddon was the Chinese takeaway, but it was shut. It doesn't open Mondays. So, but the chippy does. So the chippy, I think the chippy and the Chinese are run by the same people. So we went for a walk as well. In the morning. But the path's shut, you can't walk all the way up to Ardley Floods on the banking. What else? Oh, and then we went to the Swan. Well, actually we went in the White Horse coming back. Then the Swan. Then the King's Head. And a couple of locals, Brad and George. We're playing them at pool, had a right good laugh with them. And then I got beat by Norma. Oh the heck, memory's doing well. Especially remembering things like I got beat. I don't normally remember them things. Don't mention dominoes. I'm blanking that out of my mind. Them two women. Yeah. You can get the sunrise while I'm talking. And then, where am I? Loddon. Well, it was a toss up between St Olives and Reedham because it's 2 hours away, and Slackwater at 9:15 on Wednesday. We opted for Reedham again because there's more there. We went for a walk. You can do a circular walk that takes you past Petites. So if you've got little ones, there's a little like sort of theme park there you can take them to. And then me and Carl said, well, Colette says she's going back to the boat, and me and Carl said we'd go for a game of pool. 16 games of pool later, we went back to the boat. I couldn't find a chippy. I know there's a chippy there, but I couldn't find it. think it only opens at weekends, but I just couldn't find it. What day am I on? Wednesday. Thursday, Acle Bridge, and the walk up to Upton, and met up with Nick and Nikki. Yep. Just hide over here. Don't want to become roadkill, do I? Nick and Nikki went into the White Horse. Then David moored up in the dike, down at the dike. We went back to the boat, evening meal. And then Thursday, well, that was yesterday, weren't it? So we know what's happened there, don't we? Yeah, so we're now on Friday. So that's a quick rundown of the week. I might even put that on first, and then you'll know what to expect with the videos. Possibly, I don't know. See what it looks like. Alright, so that's 16 minutes. I think that'll do for the full video. Yeah, I'm just going to go for a walk, basically. So I'll catch you later.
So after my little rant, it was time for us to go for a cruise. It's just a day of cruising, really. Where we get to and how many more videos are to come remain to be seen. So stay tuned, and thanks for watching. And don't forget, if you want to win a t-shirt, you have to be a subscriber. It doesn't cost you nothing, just hit that little button. Thank you. See you soon.